So for my last range video, I shot the Selma bullets in my P53 infield, and they shot great at 300 yards. I got about a 7-inch figure of merit. But if you've followed this channel for any length of time, you know I'm devoted to the infield cartridge, and I have to go to work every day with Pritchett literally glaring down at me from the wall. So I need to vindicate my favorite bullet. So I carefully made up some precision loads with the swaged bullets. They're all within 1/2 of a grain to each other, and the powder was measured out to 1/10 of a grain. And I have also resolved to change my loading technique. On the last video, everyone cringed at how hard I rammed down the bullets. And this is a bad habit from years of rifle musket shooting in simulated battlefield team competitions for time and under pressure, such as the now defunct but awesome Imperial Valley live fire, where Her Majesty's 44th Foot routinely triumphed. But when ramming there's no time to nicely and gently guide the bullet down. You just needed to get the bullet seated in a hot and dirty barrel, make sure it's seated with a good smack, and then get the gun up to shoot.
You're just underneath it. Right? You're just underneath it.
Oh, the barrel is getting a little foul.
Nice.
The British platoon exercise in 1859 cautioned against hard ramming. Just seat the ball with 2 steady and firm pressures. So that's how I would load for this video shoot. This is new. This is uncharted paper cartridges territory.
That's cool.
It feels like I'm a mad scientist. Just doesn't.
Oh, those are awesome.
I know. There's no snap. It just feels in some way like I am somehow cheating.
Not cheap.
And a range rod.
You don't think some guy came up with some gutta percha show? Thanks. Blink.
This just feels so soulless and sterile. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
A little mini explosion.
I'm aiming at the right-hand target.
There might be a hole there. I can't tell. It looks like where the bend of the cardboard is. On the far left of the target.
It's just so wrong.
Oh, that's not wrong. I'm sure those guys are sitting in their trenches and fighting positions like, man.
Oh, a bullet would help, wouldn't it? See, I'm so used to having the bullet with the cartridge. I'm losing my mind, Nick. And some people think I know what I'm doing. We got them fooled. Yeah, okay. The Zulus would have gotten us by now.
That one was damn near right on.
Really?
That's like just 1 inch low and 1 inch to the right of the black.
To the right.
Yeah. You know the black circle in the
Alright,
middle?
shit, I'll do it again. Okay. Are you loaded? Let's do the same thing again.
That one was that was off the paper.
Off the paper.
It's like your first one will be here, the second one will be off the paper, like out here.
To the right or left?
Left.
Okay. It's on the cardboard?
Yep.
Oh, hey, we're just experimenting, right?
Yeah.
Still not. Anyone standing there, that trigger squeeze didn't feel very good.
Well, this is the target after the first 8 rounds of my painstakingly precise, medically sterile plastic tube cartridges. And not too happy. So there's one. I don't know what happened there. And that's what bounced in the bottom there. And it kicked up a rock. So that's not a hole, but that is. So that's 2. So that's 2 of them came very low. The rest of them, the elevation was good. Now, perhaps I am too low on those 2. I don't know. But my point of aim is, obviously dead center here on Broadway. My rifle, I know that it tends to pull left. The sights were put on after the rifle was defarbed, so the sights weren't aligned in any kind of precise way. So that is what I would call the group. I'm not counting the one that hit the dirt and the one that hit too low. Something obviously is going on there, but I'm not very happy with this. I was shooting just as good with my cartridges, so I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if the charge is too heavy. So it is 65 grains of 1.5 Swiss, which is fairly close to the service charge. And these bullets, again, these do not have plugs. So all things in perspective though, several years ago, if I had shot this group with my P53 at 300 yards, I would have been absolutely tickled pink, and I'd be hopscotching home, with joy. But now I did expect a little better. I kind of expected basically like the ones that are on the paper. So we will shoot some more, and I do have some with a lower powder charge just to see if that tightens the group up. But in terms of military accuracy, yeah, this is good enough by Victorian military standards. But for the precision loads that I made and what my rifle I think is capable of. Not too happy, and I don't know if it's me, I don't know if it's the loads. I'm not the world's best shot by any means, but we will try again. Let me patch these up and get back to the bench. All right, I'm gonna try with 60 grains.
Like, that sound good though?
Man, everyone's showing up at the range now. We got the chainsaw races over there, and then the Camptown races here. I didn't even hear that one hit cardboard. I don't know. For all this precision, you'd think I would have better results.
What did you say?
For all this precisioning, you'd think I would be having better results than with cartridges. Oops. There's
Well,
habit
that's, you know what
again.
they say. What works on paper don't work in real life.
Definitely engraving rifling, because it is there's no fouling happening. I could shoot these all day. That one felt good.
I think you're hitting really far left.
Well, I'll take a group.
Huh?
I will take a group if it's anything I can work with. Even if it's in the cardboard, if there's like a couple holes.
There's some in the
Well, as long as I can kind of see. And the control will be shooting cartridge.
So you're about a foot left of the target.
Okay. Well, I know the rifle shoots left. Yeah. All right. Yeah, and another disappointing walk. 6 shots of Swiss 1.5. And I know my rifle pulls left, but this is worse than with cartridges, so I don't know what's going on today. I got two pulling left, but more or less where I expected them to be. And then there's 3, and then 4 and 5, and then that dark spot in the dirt is presumably 6. So still pulling hard left, significant vertical stringing. And it wouldn't surprise me if they were left, but I would expect them you know, this is where I expected them. I know my rifle pulls left, and I typically compensate for that at 300 yards by aiming in this ballpark. But here I was aiming center mass. I was just trying to group. And I would have been very happy if there were 6 holes right here, but there's only 2. So, and the shots, they felt good. You know, it does have a hard trigger pull, but I mean, they're squeezing off nice and sweet. So it's, something's going on. I don't know what it is. I wonder if the patches aren't, because well, I don't know. Mystery of life. And there you have it. I've been shooting these 5.68 hay bullets with no plug, and historically they did use a plug. So next range trip, I'm going to try some of my old epoxy plugs. I'm also going to go back to 1F Swiss instead of the 1.5 and patch with 100% rag paper to see if that helps. I'm Brett from papercartridges.com, and I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.
He's nobody's fool, and he's the only one here who remembers the smell of the black powder smoke and the stand in the street at the turn of a joke. Remember the smell of the black powder smoke and the stand in the street.